Alright guys, the much awaited video is here, and I've worked like 4 hours to get the solution. At one point of time, I thought of moving to the next project, but hope kept me going. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can connect MemGPT, AutoGEN, and local large language models using RunPods. So you're going to connect your local large language models with AutoGEN and MemGPT. Let's get started how this is done. So I have this code here, and I shall share this code in the description, or I will attach a link to the GitHub repo, and you can run the code. Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye. Have a nice day. I'm just kidding. In this video, we are going to see each and every detail on how I got to the solution and the thought process that I had in obtaining the solution. This has been a great problem because if you watch my videos, you can see the first video, which was the AutoGEN with Local LLMs, get rid of API keys. This is an interesting video you can watch. And if you head over to this video, MemGPT with Local LLMs, or this video, AutoGEN with Local LLMs, and this video. In this video, I powered the MemGPT and AutoGEN separately using LLMs, and I received quite a number of comments where people wanted to see an integration of everything together. So this is where you have local large language models, you have AutoGEN, you have MemGPT working together. Actually, you can see in the AutoGEN, we have different agents, because this is a multi-agent framework. And if you look at the examples, so for example, we have these agents, and we wanted to work something like this. We want that user proxy agent is the normal AutoGEN, and for example, the assistant agent is a MemGPT agent, and that would be interesting. That is what people wanted. And all the APIs that it is going to use is from the local models, from the local large language models. For example, Dolphin 2.0, Mistral, you can use Ouroboros, but not all models are ready as of yet to be used in MemGPT. Right now, I think we have two models which can work for MemGPT. That is the Dolphin 2.0 and 2.1, and then we have Ouroboros. You can check out the documentation for finding. So you can go to MemGPT, then GitHub, and you can go to this place where you can run MemGPT with local LLMs. So you can click here, and this is where I went for finding in a solution. So okay, we have Ouroboros, we have Zephyr, we have Dolphin as well. So I will try with Zephyr later. In this video, we are going to look at Dolphin 2.0 because comparing Dolphin 2.1 and 2.0, I found the Dolphin 2.0 better than the Dolphin 2.1. But having said that, and having the base understanding of what we are going to do, let me summarize again what we're going to do. So AutoGEN has these different agents, and now we want to replace one of these agents with MemGPT agent, which has infinite memory. So in order to get more details of what MemGPT is and how does it function, and if you want to look at the paper I have, you can check out the videos that I have published, and this is an extensive video on explaining what MemGPT is. And in the last few days, I have been publishing videos related to AutoGEN and MemGPT. It's like a crazy technology. And today we have found a solution to do the integration. So if you're a beginner and you want to get everything from the start, you need to install Python. So I'll start from the very basics. So you need to install Python, and you need an editor which is known as VS Code. This is my favorite. So you can download this. So you can download this, and you can download the Python. Don't download the recent version. Go for something like Python 3.11. And after you did this, next we need to create an account of my RunPods. I have a link to this. You can please go and check in through my link. I will get an affiliate commission though. So you go there and create an account there and add some credits. You need to put some credits. But if your system is very strong, you don't need a cloud GPU. You can do it on your own system using the Ooga Booga text generation web UI. So since my machine is a little bit weak, so I have decided to try it on RunPods. And now let's get started. So first thing you're going to need to do is go ahead and open up a new folder. Open folder. So let me select a folder. Let me go to my projects. This is 167th project. And let's say MemGPT, AutoGEN, and LLM. Okay. So this is the folder that I've selected. Select the folder here. Next, as always, we need to make a virtual environment. So we go to View, Command Palette, Create Environment, venv, use Python 3.11.4. The environment is being created, and then we are going to make our code here. So first of all, I'm going to click here where it says add new file. I'm going to say app.py. This will create a new file. I'm going to load up a terminal known as new terminal. Okay, so we have this, and this environment is selected. So we go to venv, we go to scripts, then we go to activate.bat, and here we need to activate this. So after activation, you can see that this is .venv. So if you know this, it's great, but if you don't worry. So cd dot, we go back to the main folder now so that we can access the app.py here. So this is the configuration is being done. Now let me go ahead and copy the code, because it's not that I'm going to code it now, because it took quite a few hours for me to get the solution. So you can see the wiggly lines that we have here. So it means that we need to install some things. Let me start from the bottom. So let me make some space. So here we have OpenAI. So we need to install pip install OpenAI, and let's wait for the installation to complete. After this, we would need to install the AutoGEN here. So for installing AutoGEN, let me just make some clearance here, CLS. So I would say pip install PyAutoGEN. Okay, this will install the PyAutoGEN packages or AutoGEN packages. So where are the packages installed? These packages get installed in the venv. Then we have this libs library and the side packages. So it gets installed somewhere here. You can see this folder. This is AutoGEN. So this is successfully done. Let me clear again, and now we can install the MemGPT. Okay, so click, press enter, and this is going to download the MemGPT as well. Okay. All right, it is downloading. Okay, this is done. So let me clear this up again. CLS. So we have installed everything and all the wiggly lines are gone now. Let us look at the code, and then we are going to have a look at the integration of the API. So first of all, we have import the operating system, import the AutoGEN, and then there are quite a few modules that you need to download from the MemGPT library. So from the MemGPT, we have AutoGEN MemGPT agent as MemGPT AutoGEN. Then we have the interface, agent, system, utils, presets, constants, personas, humans, persistent manager. And then we import the OpenAI. Of course, we are not going to use OpenAI API, but this is just a decoy for the code, and the code will think that it is using the OpenAI, but we are going to use a different endpoints, and that is our local LLM endpoints. So that is just a trickery that we are going to play with this code. Okay, So just like in AutoGEN, we define the configuration here, and this is API type and is OpenAI API base. We're going to look at this. What is this? We're going to look at that, and we are going to pull this from the RunPods, where we are going to host our local LLMs. And API key, we don't need to put anything. Next, we have this flag. So use MemGPT, we can say true or false. When we say it's false, then it would be a normal AutoGEN kind of thing, where you would have a user proxy and then you are going to have an agent. Okay, we'll look into that, don't worry. But when we say use MemGPT is equal to true, then it is going to use the MemGPT. Okay, so what you can do now is, another thing is, I'm just going to paste it here. So LLM config is, it is going to use the configuration list here, and this is the LLM config. So this is used by the AutoGEN. Next, we are going to need the configuration, the API list, the API keys for the MemGPT to work. So this is where the whole configuration is. We'll have a deep dive into this, but let's look at the code first. So this is the configuration part. We'll come back to this again. But just like in the AutoGEN, we're going to define the user proxy here. So this is a user proxy. Name is the user proxy. It's a human admin. It is going to look up the last 2 messages, because if you put in, for example, 5 messages, it is going to take a lot of tokens, and the Dolphin model, which we are going to use, has only 2000 tokens, and it's very difficult with 2000 to take a very large context. So human input mode is terminate. We would terminate at the end. We need to type in exit, so as to exit. And default user is, you are going to figure it out on your own, work by yourself. The user won't reply until you output terminate to end the conversation. So it will ask the assistant agent to type terminate, and then the user proxy agent, which is a replacement of us, the human beings, would do something about it. So this is just a standard thing. Next, we have this new thing. This is the interface that you need to make using the module known as AutoGEN interface, which is the module that we have created using the MemGPT library. All right, so this is going to use the MemGPT agent here. And what else? We need the persistent manager. We start this. We have this persona. This is, I'm a 10x engineer trained in Python. The human is, I'm a team manager at this company. And MemGPT agent. So this is the main agent of MemGPT that you're going to use. So for the MemGPT, we have the presets, and we're going to use the presets here. The preset is the default preset. Model is GPT-4, but we're not going to use the API of GPT-4. Persona is persona, human is human, interface is interface, and persistent manager is the persistent manager, and agent config is the LLM config that we have already placed here. This is the LLM config. Okay, so at this step, I hope you are able to follow. This step is if else statement. So if not use MemGPT, so if we have put use MemGPT here as false, then this means that we are going to use the auto agent, the normal example. So this is the auto agent. That's a normal auto agent and assistant agent here. That is a 10x engineer trained in Python. But this is a step where we want to use MemGPT. So when this flag is true, then this will be the code that it will run. Then we're going to print MemGPT agent at work. Then this is the coder. So MemGPT auto agent and MemGPT agent. The name is MemGPT coder, and agent is this agent, MemGPT agent. Okay. So as like the AutoGEN, we are going to initiate the chat with asking the coder to write a function to print numbers 1 to 10. I hope this is clear, but I would like to summarize it again. So here we install all the libraries, import all the libraries. First of all, you install all the libraries, then you import this. We set up the configuration list here. We also can change the flag to true or false, so that to use the normal auto agent or the MemGPT. This is the user proxy. This will always be the same, but here we have the auto agent, or you can use the MemGPT using these configurations here, and we initiate the chat here. So what remains is how I was able to integrate this using the API keys, and how to place the API keys, how to use the API keys. This is what we're going to do here. So in order to get these API keys, you can just use GPT-4, and that is easy because GPT-4 integrates well. But if you look at the cost that I've already shown in the previous video, if you go to platform, just hold on. If you go to platform.openai.com, then you go to the usage, you would find that, you know, these cost $5 in just running it twice. I mean, this is so crazy. So if you don't want to have, you know, spend cost like this, this is what we have been looking for as the solution for this. So this is the solution now. This is starts at using the RunPods here. So you create an account, add some credits, and go to templates. Then you go to run the Local LLM here, deploy this. So this is selected, the template is selected. Next we are going to use the GPUs. My favorite is this one, RTX A6000, keeping in mind the cost and the availability and the RAM. So here 7860, you can watch my other videos to get a deep explanation of this, but 7860 is the Ooga Booga text generation web UI, and we have 5000 here HTTP ports. But what we're going to do is add one more, and that will be our port through which we are going to use the MemGPT and AutoGEN together. So we click on set overrides, click on continue, click on deploy. This is going to load up the pods. You can click on my pods, and you can click here. You can see that the pod is getting ready. Now let's wait for it. Okay, so click on connect then, and you can see that this port is not ready. We will make it ready, but first go to 7860 port. This is going to open up the Ooga Booga text generation web UI, and tell me how you're feeling about this technology. Go to models, then go to this. We're going to use Dolphin 2.0, Dolphin 2.0, Mistral 7B. Click on copy here and click on paste here, paste it here, then click on download. This is going to load up the files. It's going to download the files. Okay, so the download is done, and next we are going to refresh this. So it's going to load up the downloaded models here. Gonna press click on none, and then click on the model back, then click on load, and this is going to start up the loading sequence, and let's wait for it. Successfully loaded. Now once this is loaded, we need to open that 5001 port. So for opening that port, you need to go to session, and then you need to click on OpenAI and then apply flags, extensions, and restart this. So just click that. Once you restart that, it will restart the web UI interface. And now if you go to model and okay, you go to my pods, and here you see that this port has been opened, and now this is the API key that you are going to be using for our project. So RunPod has just downloaded the models, the large language models, local large language models, and well, just a model here. So it downloaded a Dolphin 2.0 model here, and we have opened the port of 5001, which is the OpenAI's API key, sort of, which will behave like the OpenAI API key. Okay. So we head over to text generation, and then we are going to copy this, Control C, and we're going to head over to the code, and we're going to paste it here. So this is our API base. So paste it here, make it v1 and make it 5001. Okay, we are also going to copy the same thing here and put it here. Okay, so this is done. Just copy the text generation web UI link to this location, change it to 5001 and change it to v1. So this is the entire configuration that we've been looking for. So Control C, and now for the moment of truth, I'm going to make some space here so as to see the results better, and I'm going to change the flag to false. So initially we are just running the normal AutoGEN. So we are first just running the normal AutoGEN, where we are going to have a user proxy and we are going to have a coder, but this will be an AutoGEN coder. So let's see the output. So how do you run this? So say Python. So let's run this Python app.py, and let's see, we are using only AutoGEN. So Python app.py, what is this? We have this code, and okay, we start here. From here we have the write function to print numbers 1 to 10. We have this code here, and it executed the code to get this output here. So this works here, and now okay, and now if we change this to true and then run this Python app.py, let's see if it works now. When we set this to true, the agent that we're going to use, so we have this output MemGPT agent at work, and now again we have the user proxy saying that write a function to print numbers 1 to 10, and we get this beautiful output. It's pretty great. But you can see this, and which means this is running and it's pretty great. So now, combined with this knowledge, combined with this power, what we can do is we can set up very smart prompts here. We can set up a very default reply, or we can set a good human admin for the different functions that you want this agent to be used. Okay, so I think this I should end the video because this is quite a long video. But having said that, I would like to summarize everything that we have done today. Here, first of all, we wanted to use a MemGPT agent here, and for that we started up the web generation, the text generation web UI from using the my pods. We have a pod running here, and we started up the text generation web UI. We downloaded a model, and then we used this URL and changed this to 5001 and changed this to v1 here, so as to get the set the APIs here. So this is the API of the AutoGEN, and this is the API of MemGPT. After using the API, we were able to change the flag here. So where is the flag? We are able to change the flag. So when you say this false, this is just the AutoGEN running. When we set this to true, it is both the AutoGEN and MemGPT running. So I will attach the link to the codes, and this is just a starting project. Now that we are able to connect the AutoGEN and MemGPT, we should be able to take on bigger projects, especially combined with the power of local LLMs, because the cost of GPT-4 is huge. So now you have this power. Please try this and mention in the comment section if you face any difficulties in doing the same. If you don't have RunPods, or if you have a very strong GPU machine, then you can use that, or you can use RunPods through this link. That will help me a lot. Also, I thank you for watching this video till the end, and I will come up with new videos just again on different technologies that I find is shareable to you all. And this is a very deep dive video of how to get everything installed. And please mention in the comment section if you find this sort of videos interesting, or you want to change the style of presentation, or you want to change something. I'm very open to suggestions because this is a new channel and I am ready to change to anything that you want. So please mention in the video section, please mention in the description of what you want to see, because I have so many videos lined up, so many things that I want to share that I get hang up on, what to present next. So having said that, this is your host. I think you enjoyed the video. Therefore, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel, and please watch these other videos that are appearing. Please watch the videos that I mentioned at the start of the video, because that will help you get a deep understanding of everything that is happening in this space. Now, having said that, I will be back in the new video. Until then, continue watching this video. Thank you and have a nice day.